Bonjour, welcome to the most charming city in North America. Today I will be exploring this historical city and discovering its European-style architecture, tasting the local coffee shop scene, and looking for the most iconic dish Quebec has to offer, poutine. Join me to explore the most European city on the continent and see why you don't need to fly overseas to get a taste of European culture. Bienvenue à Quebec. Welcome to a city I've been dreaming of visiting for so long. I am here in Quebec City, one of the most French-speaking cities in North America. And today I'm gonna be taking you around this beautiful, charming old town, showing you the landmarks, the food, and we begin right here in the Duferon Terrace. Strolling through the Duferon Terrace, I'm walking right next to the most photographed hotel in the world. And to my other side is the St. Lawrence River, one of the major riverways here in northern Quebec. But just at the end is the monument of Samuel de Champlain. And my apologies if I'm mispronouncing these French words, I'm really trying hard. He is the founder of Quebec all the way at the start of the 16th century. I'm gonna walk to the place where he actually founded the city and tell you more about the story. Truly a remarkable place. I feel like I am back in Europe. Now this place that I'm staying at, Place Royale, is one of the most important squares here in Quebec. In 1608, a French explorer by the name of Samuel Champlain, his monument that stands right in front of Chateau Frontenac, founded the city of Quebec. And outside of Paris, Quebec is the second largest French-speaking population outside of Paris. As you wander around the square, there are many charming cafes, beautiful buildings. You'll notice the architecture of the British and the French and the beautiful Church of Notre Dame. Right here is also a very popular cafe, Café Maison Smith. I'm gonna go inside and check it out because if you're in a French-speaking city, you have to try its pastries and cafe. Since I don't drink coffee, I got myself a London Fog, which is an Earl Grey tea with some milk. Cheers. So good on a cold morning like this. And of course, some macaroons. So this one's the red velvet. My brain cannot comprehend how much history is within these walls. As a matter of fact, Quebec is one of the most heavily fortified and walled cities in North America. Over 5 kilometers of walls surrounding the city. Now, as you could see, the famous Fairmont Frontenac Hotel is right behind me, but this park, Montmorency, was a very important political gathering point back in the day. Unfortunately, over 100 years ago, the Parliament building burned down and it was moved further into the city. But this park has been turned into a public space for people to enjoy. And it overlooks the St. Lawrence River in front of us. Here it is, the most beautiful and most photographed hotel in the world. It was opened in 1893, and throughout its course of history, the building was extended over 3 times. You can take tours of the hotel, or you can simply just walk around, roam around, and even stay here. Let's go have a look inside. it is one of the most elegant hotels in the world, and some of the most famous guests that have stayed here include Paul McCartney, Celine Dion, Leonardo DiCaprio. But something I read that shocked me was before the invasion of Normandy on D-Day, the presidents of the Allied forces met here to discuss the plan of attack. Rue Petit de Champlain was named one of the most beautiful streets in Canada, and it is located here right in the heart of old Quebec City. It is filled with beautiful shops, restaurants, souvenir shops, and I'm here to just stroll around and pop into some of these shops and just check out what it has to offer. Just take a look around me. It feels like you're taking a step back in time. I just stepped into a boutique chocolate store, and it smells so delicious. There's so many options here. I just have to buy something. I just don't know what, because look at all the choices here on the wall. It just looked delicious, so I bought it. It's about $4 Canadian, $2.50 US. This looks like a fudge covered in chocolate with some sprinkles on it. Also really good. I stepped outside of the narrow streets to show you guys the flag of Quebec. It's right here, the Fleur d'Elysée, the blue and the white flag with the white lilies. The 4 lilies and the white color pays tribute to Catholicism that's predominant here in the area. And the blue color of the flag symbolizes heaven or purity. You can see more beautiful buildings, but do know that a lot of these buildings have been reconstructed after Quebec went through many wars to gain its independence. And you can also see the French flag, which pays nod to a very strong associations with the French. The Quebec City Hall, built in 1895 on the old site of a Jesuit college, voted one of the most beautiful city halls in the entire country of Canada. It is situated right in front of the Notre Dame Basilica, and all the way around here you can find beautiful hotels, green spaces, restaurants. It is a beautiful place to come and visit, and just on the side of the building are beautiful gardens, which in the wintertime turn into Christmas markets if you come here during December. I just walked to the Saint-Jean gate. It's part of the 5 kilometers of fortification that surround the city. And down that road I saw many restaurants. So after exploring so much, I'm hoping to take a break, find some good food here in Quebec, and continue exploring and showcasing this incredible city. I was able to find a restaurant called Cochon Dingue, I believe that's how it's pronounced, and I ordered something traditional here to the area. So this is duck with a little bit of poutine. Every restaurant has its own take on poutine, so this is cheese curds gravy on a French toast with some coleslaw, fries. Can't wait to dig in. Bon appetit! if you're curious, this is the name of the restaurant I just visited to. I was not expecting a mix of peas, a French toast, and poutine all on top of it to taste so good, but it did. Now that my tummy's full, I'm full of energy, I can continue showing you guys Quebec. We still have so much to cover, and one of the places I want to take you guys to is one of the most important battles that changed the history of Quebec. This beautiful grand parliament building has been here since the 18th century. After the old parliament in Montmorency Park next to the Fairmont Chateau burned down, the parliament moved here. Now, while I was looking for the visitation hour and things to see within the building, I stumbled upon visitquebec.ca, which is a very cool website that gives you a lot of information if you do plan on visiting. Now, something interesting that I read is, you guys see the clock all the way at the top of the tower? Well, that clock falls behind 15 seconds every week, and every Tuesday a grandmaster has to go up there and wind back the clock, and he's been doing that for over 50 years. Can you imagine? The open fields that you see to my left are known as Plains of Abraham. During the 7-year war between 1756 and 1763, it set a stage for one of the most important battles here in Quebec between the French and the British. Unfortunately, the French lost decisively, and the British influence spread throughout the city, which you could still see to this day, such as the Citadel of Quebec was built by the British. The fortification, the walls that surround the city were also built by the Brits. Exploring, wandering aimlessly brings you to places like this. This may just be the best overlook of Quebec, Fairmont Chateau, and the entire city of Quebec. It's located just at the ends of the Quebec Citadel, right next to the St. Lawrence River. It overlooks the city, the Dufresne Terrace, the river, and everything that we have explored today. And I want to leave you guys with this view. But come back again next week as I take you on a makeshift food tour that I designed myself to try some local delicacies, some must-try French food here, particular to the region of Quebec, and explore more of these beautiful narrow streets.